Hello, we're back. This is Wim,
And Stuart.
and today we're talking about remote sensing of soils, minerals, and geomorphology. And Stuart has done a lot of work in geology using remote sensing there.
When I first started as an undergraduate, I spent 8 weeks in Montana at a geology field camp. And we would be given assignments to go out and do mapping of the different rocks and formations and faults and fractures. And we would always get a stereo pair of air photos to help us map on. And the first thing we always did was sat down with those air photos to really see and get this synoptic view of what's happening in our field area. Use of aerial photography goes back to the 30s for crop identification and geology. And now there are far more advanced ways of using remote sensing for understanding soils and minerals and geomorphology. One of the first things that I got involved with after graduating was using hyperspectral, very high spectral resolution remote sensing data for mineral mapping, and in particular for exploration geology. And that proved to be a very big advance in our ability to see what the mineralogy was, what the constituents of the soils and rocks were, to find prospective areas for ore deposits or oil and gas.
Yeah, and so we are at the University of Arizona. We have a hyperspectral sensor. It's called the ASD, and we go out in the field quite often to collect spectra and to really understand where the absorption features are for those minerals, how different soils are reflecting, and how we can identify organic carbon, maybe looking at iron oxides that are making the soils red. So from geomorphological perspective, there's lots of different things that we do with hyperspectral, but also with other techniques, like Stuart said, with aerial photography, with multi-angle photography, where we look at photogrammetry, use photogrammetry to look at three-dimensional structures, and also starting to use LiDAR a lot for geomorphological studies as well. So lots of different technologies that you have worked on already, and in the exercise for this chapter, you can also look at a variety of different hyperspectral signatures. It's going to be an online exercise where you look at different absorption features, but then what sensor can you use to actually kind of focus in on those absorption features and actually choose a sensor that allow you to explore these minerals and figure out what is the best methodology to find out where they are. So this is it for this week, and I'll talk to you next time.
Take care.